So, the first part of my prompt, or the first question that needs to be discussed, is what ethical considerations arise when documenting human suffering and injustice through photography, and how do photographers navigate these challenges? In my paper, I want to share some of the ethical considerations photographers face when documenting human suffering. And some of the ethical considerations include being accurate and comprehensive, resist being manipulated by staged photo opportunities, provide context when photographing or recording subjects, avoid stereotyping individuals or groups, avoid showing bias in your work, treat all subjects with respect and dignity, don't alter or influence events, don't manipulate or Photoshop photos. It's extremely important that all photos are honest and do not pay sources or subjects or reward them. Do not accept gifts, favors, or compensation. Do not intentionally sabotage the efforts of other journalists. And do not engage in harassing behavior in all professional interactions. I know these are a lot of ethical considerations, but I'm only going to include a couple in my essay, but I have not figured out which ones I want to include yet. The second question that needs to be discussed is, how do photographers and editors decide when and what to publish and why? A photographer's goal is to ultimately educate the public about wars and its consequences, spread awareness, and be the voice of many victims that don't have one. If what they want to publish meets their goal requirements, photographers are willing to risk backlash or criticism from the public. Photographers want their photos to make an impact on people, and they have hopes that the public will spread more awareness and help provide support to the victims. The timing of the publication of these photos is also crucial. Like, what kind of impact would a photo make if it's published after the war has ended? Like, no one's really gonna care after or want to do anything to help, since the whole problem is over already. But if photos are published in real time of the war, then people will be fully aware of what is happening at the moment and potentially care enough to spread awareness. They may even be more willing to educate themselves about the conflict. The final question that needs to be discussed is, how do photographers and editors weigh ethical considerations, public interest, and journalistic responsibility? So, press photographers have to find a balance between marketing considerations and journalistic responsibilities. They have to make sure that what they publish follows ethical considerations while also trying to compete with other press. Photographers have to make the decision of choosing which photos would get the most attention, be competitive with other different kinds of media, and also make sure their photos are honest, respectful, and comprehensible. It can be a difficult task for photographers to meet these expectations, but publishing photos that aren't honest and respectful come with harmful consequences, such as spreading fake news, distorting situations, and ultimately feeding people inaccurate information. So, some big publishers that I would like to include in my essay will be National Geographic or History Channel and Time Magazine, and maybe include works from Matthew Brady, which is the father of journalism. He's also known for the documentation of the Civil War, and his photos make a huge impact on society at the time of the war and even today. I'd also like to include what graphic photography means to me. And to me, they're considered photographs that have been taken of content that can possibly trigger viewers or cause discomfort. For example, graphic images can range from a photo of a severely injured victim to a photo of dead bodies left from the result of a war. I would also like to discuss what makes a photo impactful. A graphic photo that opens the eyes of the viewer to brutality and helps them understand the situation is what makes a graphic photo impactful. Viewers may feel sympathetic and want to spread awareness, or the photo may go viral and help spread awareness.